What's going on, everybody? Super1 here. Today we're back with some more Danganronpa Happy Havoc. In the last video, we are actually back in Hope's Peak, and now we have to go investigate. So what we're going to investigate first is the... where is it? Okay, they're on the 5th floor, I'm pretty... no, it's on the 4th floor, am I right? Yeah, data center. So we have to go investigate all the places that were used to be locked. Alright, we just passed it.
Hey, Makoto!
Are you here to look around too? Is that what you're here doing? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but to wonder about that Monokuma door.
Yeah!
So I figured, if all the doors in this club have been unlocked, that one should be open too, right?
But...
although I couldn't bring myself to open it.
I mean...
it might explode, right? And that would really suck, so you open it. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Fuck you. What is in this room? Oh, it controls Monokuma. There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was, this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. There's some kind of hatch on the floor, but right now I'm more concerned about that weird device. What is this device? It looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top, like some kind of military installation or something. I think it looks kind of like a mech cockpit. Right, Hifumi would probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit? So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like something... that looks like some kind of cockpit? Then that could mean...
okay.
Alright, then let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Oh, hold on! You can't just or whatever something like this. But it was too late. Ian was already jabbing away at the control panel.
Huh?
Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was one of the buttons that says data center. Data center? Take a good look at the control panel. I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of the room next to it. Just like Hina said, there was one labeled data center. That must be the one she pushed. But the data center, that's right next door. The room we were just in, that's where the strange noise came from. I probably better go check it out. Please, I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from here. I'm gonna die. Did I just hear what I think I heard? Is that Monokuma? Hey! Give me all your donuts. Is that you? Is that you, Hina?
What?
Oh man, busted. How'd you know?
Say what?
Anyways, this is some kind of remote control camera kind of setup. I don't even know what you're controlling.
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here.
Found it.
That's what I found, a self-destruct button. Whatever you do, don't push it.
Too bad.
Oh man. Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyways, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it and the control panels inside. Hey Makoto, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma.
Huh?
What do you mean? You will control... Don't eat while you're playing. You were controlling Monokuma just now.
Huh?
Monokuma? Wait, for real? Yep, it looks like that panel definitely controls Monokuma. She's the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from this room. And this control room is totally separate from the data center with all the monitors. In other words...
Hey.
Oh. Kyoko's theory was right.
But
If the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. Okay, it's recording. But if that is true... That was in the last episode if you want to see that. In the mastermind, Monokuma's puppeteer really is the 16th student. No, it can't be. There's no way. Right? What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like that face you're making. Oh no, it's nothing. Oh, okay. What about you? Is everything okay?
I mean,
It's just... This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something. I can't say it isn't possible. But I really hope it's not true. So, like, wanna leave soon? There's a lot of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. We can't waste all our time standing here. Okay, you wanna get going? Alright. As soon as the door to the data lab was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? What? Man, shout out to grab the doorknob. You're right, it's locked. But why? He was in there the whole fucking time. Monokuma?
just a second.
Hey, no fair, you can't go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit. Cause if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would be if the school mascot just upped and stopped moving. In that room.
Yep.
You may have guessed it, that's where my controls are. So, you're being operated by someone in that room.
Yes, indeed.
Correctamundo.
You're a liar.
But that doesn't make any sense. You were just in there, we didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch? No way! The hatch on the floor? Fucking... Too bad, that was your one big chance, and you blew it!
Too bad.
Of course, that hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. Now then, the room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace. He's gone, but...
So,
Was he really telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure. Then, when I said we should leave, well, the hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
sorry.
Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make most of the make the most of the time we have left. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body. Oh, that's her.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for a run and tell everyone what we found here. Nice, you got me all motivated.
You got it.
Alright. Now where do we have to go? And I have to do what I can too. There's only one way forward. Alright. Any more places you have to check down here? Oh shit, Monokuma's there. Head that's his name. This is the headmaster's room? I've heard an awful lot about it, but this is my first time seeing it for myself. It's you. Oh, Byakuya. You came to the right place, at least this time. Would you like to see something interesting? Are we still recording? Yes, we are. I just have to make sure. What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of the pathetic Class 78 student registry. Contains profile for all of us and Mukuro.
So in other words,
Apparently, Class 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room.
I see.
That's right, it also mentioned Class 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers,
In other words,
I mean, no doubt Mukuro was a student here at Hope Peak Academy, just like the rest of us. Kuro Ikusabu, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? Talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she's stuck in here to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out of here as fast as possible. What's your point? She was in too much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
so in other words,
Okay. When it comes to his profile, there was more information on Mukuro that we still don't have. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? There seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself.
interesting.
I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Ooh, why she look like that? Murako reappeared suddenly, and in the background, an entity floats close, just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. What? Right now, I can't be sure if it's a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about this. I need to push forward with my research into the ultimate. He knew what the Ultimate Despair was, and I didn't know that. They didn't explain that. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she has gone through as a member of Fernern, when she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. The fact proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all. But if she decides to danger to the other students, I'll be forced to take all reasonable measures. Murako was a part of the Ultimate Despair? No shit. I don't think there could be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Makuro and the mastermind were allies? So why would they kill Makuro? I'm telling you, her name is confusing as fuck. Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Makuro was capable of. They wouldn't have taken her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the mastermind is even stronger than Makuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within the file that you should know. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before. A girl who seems to be included as a part of our Class 78. That should be enough to figure out who this girl is. And further information about that girl has been included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, and even lists her vitals, 31, 22, 32. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You are a hopeless idiot. What am I trying to tell you is maybe you want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll want to make your way back to the corpse, and maybe you'll think, oh, what could that mean? Wait, is he trying to say the chance the body isn't actually Mokoro? Is that what he's actually saying? Personally, I think it all seems a bit all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
And that's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back at being Byakuya's errand boy. Oh, and one last thing. There's a bit of advice for me to use, so I suggest you pay attention. Advice? For me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along, she's done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words,
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch? my hunch change to the right. The device is... Wait, the device is free this time. Take it or don't as you will. I'll keep it in my mind. Thanks. There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious. There are trophies and even a shield in the display case. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all we have to do here. Alright. Damn, I'm sorry, the game is way better than the anime, because when I first ever heard of this game, it was the anime when it came out. I think it was 2014. And then I played it. Let's see what are places of interest here. This is my first time playing the game. Dojo and guarding and biolab. I want to go to the biolab because we have never been in there before. Raw. Well, here I am in the biolab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. On the left side there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. But on the other side... there's some kind of weird machine built into the wall. I've seen something like this before. Well, I've seen this kind of things in horror movies and stuff. It's a bridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean the biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. There's some kind of booklet here. It looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your... In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethane gas. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let you know when the automatic system has activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our systems, anyone can keep your body fresh as a daisy as long as you need. In an unlikely event, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel and we do offer an optional leather upholster upgrade package. Is this an instruction manual for the fridge? This is one of the fridges they put there. They're all in this little room. What else do I have to look at? There's some kind of influence the wall unless I am. The ones on the left. The right hand lights are all off. Well, looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now. It's a makeshift morgue. And about those lights by each slot. Looks like those are set up when the slot is occupied, the blue light comes on. Which would mean inside each slot lit up blue, another one of the victims is. I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I could do for everyone who's died, and that's defeat the mastermind. I have to continue my investigations. I don't have any other option. Wait, I think there's a clue in there that we missed. Alright, never mind. Huh? It's gone. Makoto's body. It's not here? No, I'm pretty sure there's nothing in here. Maybe the body's inside the tool shed. I better check it just to be sure. I didn't even find anything close to a dead body. But it's not here either, then it must be... Could it be in the biolab? But corpse is not the only thing I need to check here. There's one more thing. That tarp. A tarp played a key role in the other case. I better look into it. The killer used his tarp to keep his sprinklers from getting the body wet. Which means the killer might have left some clues behind. Huh? I didn't notice this before, but there's a small... Shit, my mic is stuck. There we go, we're back. I didn't notice before, but there's a small stamp on the one corner of the tarp. It says... Biolab? Then this originally came from the biolab. That's all I really need to check here. Alright, go back to the biolab then. There's some kind of weird machine and yada 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 yada. There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of these. Like, what the hell? I guess I wasn't supposed to come back here then. Alright, dojo it is. Oh, Toko, so this is where you were.
What do you want?
No, that's not it. That's not it at all. Just thought maybe you found a clue. Anything, not a single clue. Figured that, I told you I don't like this character. Calm down, Toko.
What's your problem?
Nobody's gonna say that. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. Well, I don't think there's any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. Alright. Now we are going to go check. The gate's open. I finally checked the second floor of the dorms, which means I have to do it. This is the second floor of the dorms? Hold on real quick. Alright, sorry about that. Looks like some ancient ruins. Or no, it's more like a battlefield, like a bomb blew up in here or something. Oh. room is filled with lockers. It must have been for the Hope's Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. But there's a card reader installed on the door. It must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to card readers from the okay. And you have to use your e-handbook to open up those. So does that mean? Well, let's just give it a try. I took my handbook out and ran it across the card reader, and then no luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. All right. This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has a more adult atmosphere.
Correct.
This is the headmaster's private room. Kyoko!
Indeed.
I went through this room several times today, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her. There's a PC on this desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem.
Whoever used this class, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC has some research results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
However,
There's not much, though. Nothing we don't really know already.
in other words,
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. Are the worst sorts of people whose driving force comes from despair.
however,
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there? But I guess that's the best he could do. A complete cure your way. But any information about the mastermind is hopeful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands
correct.
on. I see. That's a good outlook you have. Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. Some kind of... Is it some kind of design mistake or construction defect or something?
So.
There's a gap there. It's not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze?
Indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space? Does that mean... Do you mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. Do you know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick. So easy I'm not sure I can even call it a trick. I saw a program on the PC I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open right
However,
up. But I don't have a clue what the password might be. All we know is probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right. That's not nearly enough to
it's
go
true.
on. I looked through all the paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password. When I think of how much time I wasted on this, jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that it must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, there's more than that. Anyways, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure her out, there's no way I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Oh, sorry. I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password, knowing how she is, I bet the idea never occurred to her. Do you mind if I try, just to be sure?
Well,
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, do whatever you want. Okay. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. But if that's not it, then it just might hurt Kyoko even more.
hey,
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know your guess is wrong. Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. Clicked it myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed in a full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling as I finished typing it in. What the hell kind of noises are those? What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked!
Why?
Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room and looked grim. Kyoko. Hold on. Spilt some shit. Now it's everywhere. Where the hell is the headphone wire? Hey, Kyoko. I may as well not have not even been in the room. Her gaze was fixed only on one thing. A present? It's wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what makes it so unusual. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why, you think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably. Huh?
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. So, wait. So you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Just don't scream or anything, okay? Are you saying it's something that will make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath and took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. What? Just as you thought? How could you have known that? I mean, they were bones in there. Human bones. Well, it's not what I was thinking of bones specifically. Just had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box. My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box? Those bones. That body. That's my father. Or at least, what's left of him. Are you serious? This is... Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? No, hold on. How can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's just the only possible answer. Alter Ego says the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were still alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume that most likely my father was in school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. To Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I had to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked in the box herself, even if she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties. But was that all there was to it? Yeah. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. What was in the box? It was all wrapped up all nice, so I should never get human bones. Haunt this picture. It's faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, is this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko.
Why would you?
This is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past, and yet... to find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
What? I wanted to free myself of him. I wanted to face him and tell myself to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. It's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again? And this time he even stole my only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission.
Hey,
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure?
because
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't... Okay. Then if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I searched all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But the last drawer... Huh? This is... It's an e-handbook, right? But it has a label on it. It says, in case of emergency. I found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
in other words,
A handbook with no limitations given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what that is. I think you're probably
it
right.
would seem
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. So why don't you hold on to it? But Kyoko, I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay?
Hey,
Listen, Makoto. Huh? Can I ask you a favor? A favor? What is that?
so
I know this is completely unreasonable to ask this. And I know it will only inconvenience you that much more,
Hey.
but could you leave?
correct.
Huh? Just for a little while. I like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko, don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just
I
a
need
second.
to get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, tell me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you were going to say? If so, it's just a theory. And this isn't an issue that we can settle with theories. That picture doesn't change the fact of what happened, what I went through.
I
I probably can't be solved so easily. You're right. I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Once I get myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay. I understand. Then, I'll see you later. Is she really okay? Kyoko, it must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. To find out what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt that the mastermind performed the evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. But we were wrong about the headmaster. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind, which means the mastermind's true identity is... 15 of us met in the mail hall. Add Mukuro to the mix, you get 16. And including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. Even Mukuro. Even she's undeniably dead. So the ones still left are me, Byakuya, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. Then there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe that there has to be some other way. There just has to be. I keep checking it. Okay. Can't imagine the stages in. Oh, where are all those lockers in? Okay, let's see. We came like this. Turned and I was like, oh shit. Oh, where are the lockers at? Huh. Okay, we came from here. Are they in this place over here? The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore, it's just garbage. When we come like this, I guess there is nothing over there. Oh, there it is. It's up here. Yeah, it's right here. Oh no, I crushed the complete sun, so it won't stand up anymore. There we go. I wonder if this can open this locker. Nope, locked. Means a car being shot on the door. That must be a space. So does that mean? Well, let's just give it a try. I took out my handbook and ran it. No, look. Maybe there's only a locker owner can open, which means wait. But what about the emergency handbook I found in the headmaster's hidden room? Okay, let's give it a try. Let's give it one more try. I took the emergency handbook and ran it across the card reader and... Alright, just what I was hoping for. Now let's see what we've got inside. This thing is practically empty. And there's just one other thing. Some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure who it is. But there's some writing inside. It could be important. I don't like violating no one's privacy, but I better take a look. It looks like a girl's handwriting. All letters have been spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really... I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze on a certain page. I saw something familiar written there. Words I'd heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope Speak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to go talk to the one who can help with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. He was willing to give me some more detail regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our hope, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world and serve them as a foundation for the new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfless decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true. Can it be? But I knew it was. I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. It couldn't have been anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said that she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. I decided to start talking directly. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my head just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Take the yada. Right. I see another one right here. This locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to, it probably has organization problems in every part of their life. This is a crystal ball. Huh? A crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he'd ever use this locker. It's just not possible. Is that a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. But wait, aren't those used for telling fortunes? It's just a coincidence, right? There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order, and dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever stuff this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible, I picked up one of the notebooks I saw. But the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. What? There was no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written, Yashihiro Hagakiri. Is that our Yashihiro? The notebook contained a large number of notes from a variety of different classes, which would mean he attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to this school at the same time as the rest of us. And we were all sucked into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. So, what is this notebook? But the more I see, the less sense it makes. Because these lockers, I mean, they have belonged to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in this locker that look like they belong to people here? A notebook that seems to belong to Hiro, and a pocketbook that seems to belong to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. But if I want to find out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. And I have to believe in everyone. Oh, what?
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
What? What? Now he wants to give us a hint? Suspicious. There's no doubt about this. This could be a trap. But even knowing that, you just have to go to the gym, right? Okay, walk for me. Alright. Oh, hey, Hiro. Makoto. Why'd you act so surprised? No reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What do you say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Hero, wait. There was no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Here, after we're done talking. Hero? It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time? Yes, we are going to end it here. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, and comment for more Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Peace out.